think that's perfect. Hello?
Hello.
Right, I can hear you now.
That's good.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Oh, life is moving along. My life is good.
Life is good.
Yep.
Monday.
Yeah. Hard working already on Monday.
Yeah.
Yep. Got to massage a little massage ball for my foot, a little lacrosse ball,
Ooh.
you know, just massage my plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
Yep. I
I,
do it.
I guess massage for that would make sense.
Yeah, gotta do what I gotta do. I just got some shots in both my feet, my heels, like the under part.
Wow. What kind of are those like cortisone kind of shots
Yeah,
or?
there was some kind of steroid or something. The doctor was like, "Yeah, it's going to be." He says 50%. You'll be like, "Oh, okay, it's whatever," and it's 50%, or you'll be like, "Oh my goodness, the worst pain I've ever felt in my life."
The actual shot?
Yeah, yeah. And I
I
was like,
see.
"Oh, okay." And he gave me like a little scrunchy ball too. It's like, "Here, you can hold on to this," and I was like, "What? People really?" He's like, I don't know, I had a 17-year-old or some 18-year-old in here and got some shots in her foot, and she was just like, "You're all right." And he said, "Yeah, I got like a 34-year-old man in there. He had like a mortgage and like three kids, and he was screaming bloody murder." And I was like, "No!" But no, it didn't hurt. It wasn't anything crazy.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it helps a lot, a lot.
Hmm.
A lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm still stretching and doing whatever I need to do. But yeah, it feels like 95% better. So yeah, I'm super happy with
That's
with
good. Yeah. 95 is a good number.
95 is a really good number because I'm telling you, every morning I would like wake up and it's just like somebody is taking a nail and just hammering it in my foot. And I'm like,
Wow.
oh God,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
every morning, every morning, every morning. But it feels so much better now.
Hmm. Is
So
this
yeah.
is this just what aging looks like?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for real. I remember like a few years ago, I went to the doctor and they got this metal, like a little metal spoon looking thing, and they were scraping the back of my Achilles.
That sounds painful.
It was horrible. And I said, I think it would have to be somebody new because I said, excuse me, aren't you supposed to put some kind of like oil or something on it? He said, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm like, this dude's just scraping flesh. Like this dude thinks I'm a salmon or something. That he thinks
Descaling.
he's just scaling me. Like, come on, guys, stop it. I don't like when new people.
Excuse me.
I don't like when new people try to like work on me or something. Nah, get the person that knows what they're doing. Practice on somebody else. Yeah, he was trying to scale me, man. I was like, yo, you gotta listen. There's a bottle, there's a bottle of oil right there. Like, come on, man.
Oh
But
my gosh. I mean, I guess that literally just one of our questions for today, right,
yeah,
is does life get easier or harder?
I know, right? I
The
mean,
philosophical question of the day.
yeah, right, right. Serious. Oh man.
And here we are talking about aging things in general.
Oh man, it's just but I almost like well one day this was like years ago I remember I sneezed because I don't keep my sneezes in. I tell people don't ever keep your sneezes in. Just sneeze, just like cover your face, right? And then sneeze, and then you can just sneeze as loud as you want to, but don't keep it in. I sneezed one time and I thought I had to go to the hospital. Okay. Almost blew. I thought almost blew a rib out or something. And I was like, oh my Lord, and my back started hurting. I had to sit down. I was like, this can't be real life. And I was, wow, that was yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot. But so I'm thinking if I would have held that one in, probably my head would explode. I had a brain aneurysm or something. I'm not joking. That's what I'm like, let it out.
My
All of
head
it.
would have exploded.
Seriously, it was wild. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, one time, or actually not even one time, multiple times, sometimes
mhm.
have like three sneezes that come out in one.
Yeah. What?
So sneezing is a strange thing because like why do we
Yeah,
anyway? I don't understand it, but
exactly. Oh, yeah. You start to hiccup a little bit too. Oh,
oh my
right.
gosh, hiccups are the freaking worst thing in
Um,
existence.
I don't
Why do
know.
they even exist?
I know, right? Sheesh. And then especially for like no reason,
Mhm.
you just start.
Do you have a do you have a hiccup cure that
No, I don't. I know a lot of people say, scare people or like drink water. I don't know. I think I might drink water. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, but I haven't had them like, oh my goodness, this is so crazy. I've had these hiccups for 3 hours now. I've probably 5, 10 minutes, and I think probably drinking water.
yeah,
I think I
I
think
think
that
that's mine too.
yeah.
Just little kind of sips until it
Yeah,
goes.
yeah, yeah. I don't know like why. I don't know where they come from because they come from
Yeah,
you can be doing anything.
right.
You can be doing anything. Sheesh.
Wild. So I guess a question for you in that same topic realm
Yeah,
is what has been, I know there's so many more years in this one, but
yeah,
so far, the start of your 40s,
yeah.
has 40 been harder than 30?
Um, yes. Just because for that long period of time, right? I was always getting up at a certain time, always getting up at, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, going to work, running, doing this, exercising, doing this, working out somewhere for a long time. So
Mhm.
it was hard, but having a kind of like a rhythm, kind of have, something that you do all the time, all the time, all the time, it
Mhm.
was easier.
Mhm.
But now, right? Not in the military no more. I can do what I want to do.
Sure. Yeah.
Right now, it's a little bit harder to kind of get up and go out there and run. Go out there and do this. But I have to, like, I just, I'm waking up at super early all these years. That's something
Yeah.
it for me, it's not going to, I guess, stop in like a year. Like, oh, I retired, so tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in till 12 o'clock. Nah. If you've been waking up at 5 o'clock for 20
Yeah.
something years, the day you get out, you're gonna wake up at 5. Okay, I don't care if you don't set your alarm for, months straight, you're gonna wake up early. I mean, unless you go to bed like real late, but you
Mhm.
know, how that goes. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, it has been harder. Just doing stuff, knees hurt, elbows hurt, everything is hurt. But I think just having that constant, all right, I gotta do something, I gotta go to the gym, I gotta go out, I have to do this, I gotta eat right, I gotta freaking, moisturize my face. You feel me? I gotta do all I gotta do. I got to do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, it's gotten harder, but you just got to keep with your same discipline or close to. Man, it's gotten harder, but not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
But
about
but again, I get to like go to the gym more like whenever I want to, right? I'm not stuck at work or in the office or in the motor pool, and it's like, all right, I have to go to the
Mhm.
gym
Mhm.
before PT, and then I can go after work. Now I can, go whenever.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I would think, and you can kind of say your own opinion on that, but
yeah,
I would think that in the 40s
yeah.
decade that we might have just less self-judgment.
Mhm.
just that coming with that like experience and age and just life change.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I, don't- I really do think so because when it comes to like less judging yourself and just being more, I guess, free.
Hmm.
I remember, you know, I always wanted to have some nice, shoes and things. And when I say nice shoes, I'm talking Vans. I'm from California. Everywhere I go, Vans, right? So, so nice, Vans shoes, things like that. And then now it's kind of like, all right, I need some shoes that won't hurt my feet and won't hurt my knees and
You
won't hurt my
transition
back.
to New Balances.
Yeah, but I've worn like New Balance and Asics
Uh,
probably since maybe like six, oh three, oh something like that. Cause I bought a pair of Nikes. I remember. Bought a pair of Nike, they're like $217 or something, right? And I was like, man, these are gonna be some. I was feeling like a little kid, little kids put their shoes out. Oh, these are gonna make me run fast, right? So I was like, man, these shoes are gonna be awesome. Nike's running shoes. Quickly found out Nike makes shoes that you are physically able to run in. They're not running shoes.
sure.
I hurt my feet so bad. And I think I wore them one time to run. I probably ran a half a mile. And I was like, oh, I'm going home. And I
Hmm.
stopped and I walked home. My feet was hurting that bad. That day, I bought, I think Asics or New Balance or Sauconys or Sauconys, however people say them. Um, and ever since that, like for the military, those are the shoes I've had to
Yeah,
run and
for
things like
sure.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Asics
that's what
are always my go-to for cross country. Yeah.
they're so good.
Hmm.
Brooks too. Brooks are like really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Now they Hoka's.
Yeah.
I think those just came out. I don't know if they came out a couple years ago. I don't. I'm not like a big runner. I did like marathons and 5Ks and 10Ks and things like that. But I'm not a runner. Like I want to get like you. Oh, I want to get up at 6 o'clock and go run 3 miles before school. Right.
Yeah.
That
That
was
is
never me.
that is the old version of me.
The version one.
But hold on. I know that you've ran like 5Ks and stuff. I have no idea that you've run a marathon.
Ran one. It was kind of like um. I guess you know how people want to be, number one. I'm
Sure.
not. I'm not. Listen, I'm not those people that want to be number one.
I mean, a marathon, I think people are more geared to finish than to be number one.
Yes, but there's people there's out there just running hard, and I'm like, I feel it. I feel you. Y'all are doing the most. Let me just, get my stroll on, talk, walk to people, talk, and it was good. Nothing too crazy though.
Hmm.
Yep. And then I know I got so my feet, right? Let me show you. I have some old fools, right? Old fools, right?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Right. Oh man, I think so I was oh man, I think this was probably out here, probably in 2011, 10, something like that. I'm not too sure. Guy was like, "Hey, you guys are running this. You're gonna need some something for your feet after your
Yeah.
feet are gonna be hurting." And I was like, "Oh no, I just got some regular Adidas sandals or something." And he was like, "No, no, no, you're gonna need some like real good sandals. These sandals are really, really good." And he's like, you can try them on, but I'm telling you they're good. I was like, "How much are these things?" He's like, they're not a lot. They're like $50." And I was like, all right, well, let me see that. I'll get a pair. He's like, all right, cool. I think this is probably like my eighth pair. Seriously, oh my goodness, they feel so good.
Yeah.
They're like squishy, and those ones I really like them. I really enjoy them. And I've had them for like for a while. I have indoor ones. I have outdoor ones. I have one,
Yeah.
we're outside, we're in the house. And then I got some like I call them my $20 specials. They're like 13 bucks off Amazon, and they're like really squishy.
Hmm.
And I have a couple of pair of those too,
Yeah.
and they're really good. But you know, I have to look out for my feet now. Have to. I should have been doing that, but
Yeah.
look out for your feet, look out for your ankles, look out for your knees and your back, and you know you'll be good when you 40 something.
40
You know,
something.
yeah. Seriously, don't be wearing Nikes to run in, y'all. Nikes are not it. They, they look good to wear and like walk around the mall, and you know, if
Uh-huh.
you're going somewhere short distances to the movies, cool, you know, but you don't want to blow those feet out. I know they look good. I know they feel good for the first 20 minutes. And then my feet start talking to me. They're like, yo, yeah, what you doing out here in these streets right now? Listen, what you doing in these streets? You better go put some some Brooks on or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but kind of like that, and I guess not really thinking all the time about like, hey, I need the newest and brightest this and this and this phone and clothes and things like I like stuff that feels good. I can
Mhm.
just turn on real quick, go somewhere, come on back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what ways do you think, not necessarily specific to 40, but just in
Yeah.
general, that life gets easier as we age?
Life gets easier. Well, I think when you're set in you get a groove that it's either like a upward, you know, upward rise in what you're doing, or you're kind of focused on, this is something that I want to achieve.
Hmm.
And you're doing that and things are going smooth. You're happy when you get home. You're happy when you're at work. You have, friends. You don't have a lot of friends, but you get that core group of friends that you like, three or four people that you
Yeah.
talk to a lot. And I think that's where it is. And like spiritually, you're good, if you believe in, God, if you're Catholic, if you're Christian, if you're Muslim, if you're, Buddhist, whatever you want to believe in, and you feel good. I think that's when it's like, you know what? This is okay. This is all right. This is where I want to go in life. Um, but when there's like a whole lot of mumbo jumbo, and everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses and keep up with the Kardashians and all of that wild stuff. That's when you get a lot of little friction.
Hmm.
You get a lot of always arguing and always upset about this and upset about that. I think for me, when I can just like come home and sit down, and it don't even have to be anything on, no music, no TV, no anything, and I can just sit and breathe and I feel good. Oh man, I think that's the best right there.
Yeah.
That that's the best, because it can always be worse.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like we're describing finding your purpose.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, as we get older, we kind of just find our purpose, find the things that feel good, that, I don't know, just make us more human.
yeah,
For
yeah, 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 yeah. Seriously.
sure.
Yeah, some people like going to beaches.
Hmm.
Right. If somebody's, some people are always at the beaches, and beaches is like their place, right? That's like you, right? You love the beach,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Right. That's one of your places that you like to be. And you kind of like drown out everything,
Hmm.
everything. And then you're just like, this, like in that moment, even if like other people, like things are going on with, anybody can have, the beach thing, or walking in the wilderness, right? And they just kind of forget about everything, and they're like, you know what? Life is good.
Yeah,
Life, life is good. Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, 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 yeah. So it can be like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that on when I was thinking about things that get easier, right? And
Yeah.
one of them being just like less dependency, right? I feel like when you're
Like
a
what?
kid,
Hmm.
everything that you do is very dependent on parents or guardians or whatever it
Yeah.
is, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you have, we have literally no autonomy
Hmm.
to make our own decisions
Yeah.
for the most part. And so I feel like that's a big part that does get easier is that then you do have more control. You're able to make decisions as you get older versus having to like, maybe there's something that you do really like to do, but you're not allowed to do it because your parents are like, no, I don't want you to do that.
Yeah, you can think of it like that,
Hmm.
right? Or you can think of it like this. When you have somebody, when we talk about easier, when you have somebody saying, do this, do this, do this, that can be very easy because you're not thinking about anything,
Yeah,
right?
the no responsibility piece.
Exactly. Like you're a little kid. What are you thinking about? Legos and Dora the Explorer, right? That's all you think about. And food. Mommy, daddy,
Mhm.
feed me. That's all I want. That's all I
Yeah,
really think about. But I guess, yeah, we can think of it like that, but sometimes people, like this, hey, dude, this is what I
yeah,
need you to do, this is what I need you to do, this is what I need you to do. And it's like, wow, just like the military, just like basic training. You
yeah.
don't have to think about anything. I promise you, they're going to tell you exactly what you need to do. So if you do exactly that, you'll be golden.
It'll be good. Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess the concept, right, that I'm thinking of the example, right, is that like right now is summer,
yeah,
right? Kids don't have school.
yeah,
And so I know somebody, right, who's like 12, 13. They don't drive.
yeah,
Both of their parents work.
yeah,
So they sit at home. They want to be able to do something, but they
yeah.
can't do anything because they're also not old enough to be 16, 17 on their own. They're only
Mhm.
12,
Yeah,
right? That like, I don't know, it's not easy to be creative and do something and like
yeah,
actually have some sort of purpose, drive, hobby when you're stuck at home in an
yeah, yeah.
environment that you can't change.
Yeah, you can't be like I guess free to do, what you want to do.
Free to do what you want to do, free to find
Yeah.
yourself. How can you even find what you do like to do
Yeah.
if
If
you don't
you're
have the ability to do so? Because yeah, you're in this like box.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can't go out and, find, hey, I like, going in the, woods or taking a walk somewhere,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You're 12 years old. I'm not about to let you, I'm not about to let my son go out in those woods. But listen, I've seen Freddie, I've seen Jason. No, I
Right.
seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're not about to go out there.
Whereas
So
like during school, right, you
yeah,
have that ability to kind of do creative things, be with your
yeah, yeah,
friends, kind of figure life out a little bit, leave the
yeah,
house, especially. So
exactly. Yeah, because when a lot of kids when they're at home, they're just chilling, right? Not little kids like 13, 14, 15,
yeah,
that age, they're kind of just like sitting at home, not really, conversing a lot with parents or guardians or anything.
right.
But you can ask them to, how was your day? Fine. What? It, it's been it's been 19 hours. How was your day? Fine. They really don't want to say
Yeah,
anything. It's like,
right.
yes, no. But when they're off playing sports, when they're playing football, when they're at school, you can't get them to shut up.
Hmm.
Right. So
Sure.
yeah, 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 yeah. That
Yeah,
that, that is true. Yeah. But I think that's where we all kind of mostly find ourselves, right? Especially being in, I guess, going to school, talking to people,
hmm,
that's what you kind of know. This is my person, these are my peeps, this is who I like talking to. When I see him or her during class, I'm going through the halls, always got to say what's up to them, right? You get your
right.
core friends like that. And sometimes it's good because a lot of times your school kids live near you, right?
Sure.
Near you.
For the most part, yeah.
But exactly, but sometimes it's like I feel bad for like kids that are in the like have military parents because every couple years.
Constant moving. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, you're gone. And you know,
Yeah,
you're gone, you're gone, you're here, you're there, you're here, you're
that's
there.
super hard. I mean, I guess like the good thing, I guess not the good thing about that, but something that is good about society
Yeah,
currently
yeah,
is the advance of technology that we have.
true.
Whereas like, 10, even, 15 years ago, right? These kids that are moving had no ability to really stay in contact with
Mm,
people. Now we
exactly.
do.
Exactly. Yeah. So that is a positive with all the,
Positive part of that. It's still
yeah.
very difficult to continue to move like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, but now you can text your friend, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on? How you doing?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I mean, with that, on that same note of technology, I feel like that's an easier and harder area, right? As we get older, technology advances. One, technology makes a lot of our lives easier in
yeah.
some ways, but then the difficulty of learning the new technology, especially as we get older,
Mhm.
is hard.
Yeah, 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 true, true. Because there's so much stuff that comes out so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's pros and cons, and then you get all of this technology, and it's something that's driving something positive, and you're like, wow, this is going to be good. And
Mhm.
then we get people to use it for evil, use it for bad. All of these freaking websites, people freaking scanning people, scamming people,
Yeah,
stealing this,
absolutely.
all of these little card swipes, phone swipe things, and it's like, I'm as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get. I was just talking about this weekend. I'm gonna get a Faraday bag so I can just put my phone in, put my wallet in, so nobody can walk past me and scan any of my stuff.
What is this? Like, it's like a blocker
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of like a blocker. Yeah, they have
and
they have
like
like,
the RFID
yeah, they have like
blocker
purses.
thing.
They have little bags. They have
Or
fanny bags. They have all kind of things that have it inside. Yeah, kind of like um putting your bag in like or putting your phone in like a Doritos bag, the old school. I forgot there was a couple movies that did it like that. Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing.
like your tinfoil hat.
Exactly, right? Just like that. Put that on there. Same,
Oh my
same,
gosh.
same
Speaking
concept.
of, I had a customer back when I worked with Enterprise,
Uh,
and oh my gosh, it was so wild. He really just like would come in, he would rent a car every month, just
yeah.
like keep the car, like month to month to month. It was like
Oh, okay.
his.
Wow.
And he'd have to come in every month to like redo the contract and
Okay.
see if it needs an oil change. Those kind
Okay.
of, we checked the car to make sure there was no damage, whatever. So every month he would come in, and oh my gosh, he like would always carry his bags with him. One, he would never leave it in his car. He would bring
Okay.
it with him. It'd be like a roller bag, a
Mhm.
duffel bag every time. Like he always carried his belongings with him. They
Yeah.
didn't stay at his house. They just
Yeah.
always came with him.
Okay.
And he would always be talking about like when the aliens come down and like that they're trying to like kidnap us
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
going to be abducted, and that's
Uh-huh.
why he has to carry this stuff with him, and like oh my gosh, it was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You got to
I was
watch that.
like, sir, are you okay?
Listen, sir, blink twice. You blink twice.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I mean it's hard. Technology, I think the biggest thing with that is
Mhm.
that like you said, like it's just so fast.
Yeah.
So many things. I mean, just talking about the iPhone alone, right? Like every year there's a new version of it, right? That it's like as especially the older generation, like 60s,
Mhm.
70s people, right? That it's like, I just got used to this. Now I
Yeah.
have to get used to this, right? That
Exactly.
they're
Exactly.
taking these like Apple classes or
Yeah. Yeah.
technology classes at Best Buy, right?
Yeah. 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 But yeah, I mean, A- Apple. Okay, let me. I have a iPhone,
Mhm.
but for the longest, I had an Android.
Yeah.
I think Android phones are superior a long shot when it comes to Android versus Apple. However, when it comes to the functionality with everything mixing in together with the Mac,
The easy flow.
um,
Yeah.
it's super super easy. And I mean, I had the Android phone, the watch. Everything worked really good,
Yeah.
but nothing compares to just the easy flow through Apple. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's so good. But the phone itself, it's like Apple is doing or like doing things now that Android did like probably in like 1942. No,
Too,
just
too.
like just like years ago though. But I mean, still a great phone. The picture's really good. Everything's straight. But yeah, it's just so much stuff they come out with, and then it's like, you want to get your mom a phone, you want to get your dad a phone, and they're used to, just beep 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 beep. Hello, you get
Literally.
them,
I
you get them
know.
something like this. And
Yeah. When something goes wrong on my mom's phone,
yeah,
and she's like, I don't know what's going on with it. It's doing
yeah,
this, it's doing this. Here, just take it, right? Like
yeah,
figure it out. And so like I'll try to figure out what's going on with it.
yeah.
If I bring it back to her and I say, hey, this is how I fix it, she's like, I don't want to know.
I don't
I don't
care.
want to know. Just give it back.
Is it working now? Can I call somebody? Can I text somebody? Cool.
I don't care how you fixed it.
That's not important to me. Yeah, that's you see, simple and easy, right?
Yeah.
Simple and easy. She's comfortable with. Can you fix it? I appreciate it. I don't want to hear the old mumbo jumbo,
Yeah.
ones and zeros and stuff. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Technology. It's gotten good. We have so many good things. The bad thing is just people are using those things just for just
Hmm.
evil, stealing stuff,
Yeah,
scam people doing all this.
absolutely.
It's so annoying.
From scams to even just simple things. For example, dad sometimes will make a comment
Huh?
like, like, oh yeah, like I heard that this celebrity did
Uh,
this or said this. And I'm like, what?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, they did this. And I'm like, there is no chance.
Yeah,
No
yeah, yeah,
chance. And I learned that he's getting this information by like when you read an article, and
yeah.
then there's those crazy headlines on the bottom of that article.
That freaking bait, the little
Yeah,
clickbait
like
stuff.
this person was
Yeah.
abducted by aliens yesterday. Like
Yeah, and they're back now. Yeah,
that's where he's getting it. He's like, oh yeah, I saw it off of this. Like, and I'm like, those are fake. They're
yeah,
all
yeah.
fake.
Exactly. Listen,
So from
that.
that standpoint,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
technology, like it's just that believable piece
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that like
True.
because it's printed, it
Yeah.
has to be real kind of
Mhm.
aspect.
True, true, true. And I'm a person like, I don't really believe it. There's a lot of stuff that sounds good, you know. Is it plausible? It's possible, but is it
Yeah.
plausible? So I like to, kind of do my own little research. People tell me all kinds of stuff, and oh, word? Oh, okay, all right, cool, 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 cool. And then until I kind of like see it or do my own research and kind of go to like not .com, but like .edu, .gov, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know the facts. Okay, don't tell me anything and act like
Yeah.
I'm. Yeah, but man, and then now like AI stuff too, right?
Yeah.
AI wild and all of these voice things, and you got to be very careful out there.
Yeah. It's really
Very,
crazy. It's wild out there. And I mean, AI has so many great things to it, right?
yeah,
Also, like you said, kind of being used in certain ways that might not necessarily make sense.
yeah, true.
I
Well,
just saw yesterday actually that you know how Spotify, when you play a song, there can be the option of having the lyrics, and the
yeah,
lyrics are like synced.
yeah.
That like it's like highlighted when it's on that
Mhm.
line or whatever. I just learned yesterday that that is still manual. that the artists have to, if they want it to be synced, they have to go in and like hit the space button when it starts and space button when
Oh, really?
it ends, kind of thing. And that's why sometimes they're very off
Yeah.
as they're just in there. And so some people probably have like a person that pushes the space bar for them, like an
Yeah.
assistant or something, but small artists have to do it themselves still. I thought that was
Wow.
crazy. And like somebody also made the comment on that, that was like, this is the most AI replaceable job that I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
exactly. Come on, guys. I can get on, what is it, Chat GBT right now and have a dude spit out a 20-page freaking thesis.
Yeah.
And you have somebody like beep, boop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Mm,
crazy.
yeah.
But
Some things.
anyway, we are coming up on time here.
Right.
So great philosophical talk. I'm sure we had multiple other
Yeah.
topics that we could
We
have
had a
talked
lot of stuff
here,
to
but
finish. Yeah.
so I don't know. What do you think? Should we continue
You want to continue next week?
philosophical into next week? Should we
Yeah,
go
yeah,
through
yeah,
spin
yeah.
the wheel?
Yeah, yeah. We should do this because we had a lot of topics.
Okay.
A lot of
Yeah.
topics, so we'll do that one next week too.
We can continue into next week.
All right.
And yeah, then I guess I don't need to spin that wheel. So anything fun upcoming this week for you?
Probably get some stuff out of my storage and then put it in my storage. Put in my storage and then put it in my storage. So I think it's just like a whole bunch
External storage into
external.
basement storage.
Yes, I
I
gotta
see. I see.
put in there. It's just like a whole lot of like clothes and shoes stuff I gotta give
Yeah.
away, give to freaking
Yeah.
somewhere.
I feel that I have an
Yeah.
early end day today, so
Okay.
I'm ending at like 1:30 my
Yeah,
time
yeah, yeah.
here, so
Okay.
that'll be nice. But I'm thinking I'm gonna spend it cleaning out some things,
Yeah.
pulling out some donatable clothes and stuff, and
I got a lot.
out the closet, you know.
I got a lot. So yeah, I think it'll be fun. So
Oh, so, all right. Well, have a good week.
all right, you too.
Thanks for jumping on.
Yep. All
Love
right, talk to
you.
you later. Love
Bye.
you.